Hey, good Monday morning. Yeah, Monday, June 14th, 2021. Today's Flag Day here in the United States. So today I just want to talk about faith. I want to talk about faith. Sometimes life is so difficult that we don't know how people without faith get through each day. Each day's challenging. It can be. And there's some days when life is good, some days when life is easy. But what about those days whenever you're trying to help somebody and you don't know where to turn? Or you reach out to organizations that you think can be there to help and give support, but yet they're not there. Or the help you thought was there wasn't available. Sometimes people get sick and they don't know if they're going to make it through the day. And faith is something that can carry us through those difficult times when we don't know how we're going to make it. And I've shared this story, but back in 2011, I was diagnosed with a solid mass in my left upper thigh. Yeah, and when I went to the doctor, quick care, whatever it was called at the time, I sat on the table and this doctor come in and she did her examination. When she squeezed, I could feel the pain from the heel of my foot all the way up my back. Solid mass, she said. And, I started laughing because I just knew. And this is how I approach life, because growing up poor, you learn to trust in the Lord, just like, the Bible says to do. You learn to trust in the Lord. You learn that even though you don't know how you're going to pay your bill, God always helps you to find that job that you need to get you through this test that you're facing, through this hardship that you're facing. Growing up poor teaches you that you can't fix it on your own, that you can't take care of it on your own. It teaches you to rely on the Lord and to pray. And when you become a person of prayer, when a doctor tells you that you have a solid mass in your leg, you know what? Just as it has been in the past, that habit of giving it to God and not living in fear, not living in worry about it, but just trusting that no matter what happens, that this is going to be a testimony for what God can do. And that's how I approach life. That's how I approach hardships. That's how I approach uncertainties. It's because I've watched God throughout my lifetime get my family through difficult times and situations. It's not that I sit back and wait, but I give it to God at the very beginning, at the very onset of whatever it is that we're facing. And that's how it was sitting on that doctor's table, when that doctor told me that I had a solid mass in my upper left thigh. What did I do? I began to laugh. And the reason why I was laughing was because I couldn't wait to see what God was going to do with this, because I knew that this was going to be a testimony. And for those who know the story, you know that when I got the MRI, when I received my MRI report, I was told that there was no solid mass, that whatever that doctor felt, whatever that doctor saw, whatever that doctor squeezed that day was not there. It was not there. And I gave God all the glory, and I still do. It doesn't mean life is easy. But I see people struggle every day, and today's Monday. I'll get prayer requests for our prayer team. People will start sending them in. They've already started. But I'll be getting prayer requests, folks who may have a tumor, folks who may be fighting cancer, folks who may have hardships in their marriage or in their life, folks who are having difficulty because of, anything. But we need to approach life through the eyes of faith. Because when we approach our situation through the eyes of faith, you know what? We see miracles. We see that miracles can happen. And Jesus and the disciples came to Jesus and said, Lord, teach us to pray. And what did Jesus do? Jesus taught them what we call the Lord's Prayer. And in that prayer, what does Jesus say? Not my will be done, but your will be done. And that's the key to praying. It's not about getting your way. It's not about, praying for the lottery numbers. But it's about praying God's will be done in every situation that you face. Not for your glory, but for God's glory. And so whatever it is you're facing today, walk by faith. Give it to God. Pray God's will be done. And wait and see how the story's going to end. Yeah, and don't try to steal the pen out of God's hand. Trust God. Walk with God. And God's going to get us through this day and each day that we have. Hey, this is Pastor Bill from St. Luke's United Methodist Church, Harrisville, West Virginia, Ritchie County, West Virginia. Wherever you are, I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, and I hope you're safe. Have a great day, everyone. God bless.